Due to popular demand, we are back with this new episode, Jeff the Killer, Part 2. Breaking news, the anonymous serial killer only known as Jeffrey Woods, aka Jeff the Killer has struck again. 7-year-old Angelica Carter, as anyone ever saw of her, was when she entered her room. When the next time anyone entered, she was a blood stain on the wall. Well, the only thing that was left was the words, "Go to sleep," written in blood. The killer, to this point, has been unknown. This killing did happen 4 months ago. Oh, and the killer has not struck again. This is very unlikely to the way he acts. We will be seeing more, or stay tuned at Fox News. Damn that son of a bitch. It's been 5 years now since I first saw him in my room. Man. Since then, he's taken 12 lives. 12 lives. And before that, he took 24. Fuck. This bastard has to go. And I know where he is. I know he's after me. I'm the one who got away after all. I'm the only one of his victims who's ever survived and lived to tell the tale. I know he's going to be coming for me, so I'm setting a trap. When he shows up, I'm going to kill the son of a bitch. He's human, I know that. So once I see his ugly face, I'm going to slice him up until he's dead. I don't care if I go to prison. I don't care if he just say that I murdered him. They'll know. But I have to do this. He'll take more lives if I don't. Okay. The plan's in motion. I've seen someone in a white hoodie stalking me. I can't see his face, but I know it's him. He's been staying outside my house, in the bushes, watching me, taking notes. He sees me when I go to college. He sees me when I drive my car. He sees me every day I go to work. He even stands outside my work. He came in and went on the table. I couldn't see his face, he was wearing a mask, but I know it's him. He didn't say anything. He just pointed at the menu. His eyes were crazed. I know it was him, those eyes. I remember them so clearly. So, my plan's in motion. He's got his eyes locked on me, but he doesn't know that I have mine locked on his. I'm going to catch this motherfucker. When I do, he is going to regret doing those killings. Death comes for us all, but it has to come sooner for the ones who've committed deeds worthy of hell. It's been 2 weeks now. He's still stalking me, but today, he only stalked me when I went to work. He generally follows me the whole day, trying to find my patterns, but I think he's going to strike today. He wasn't outside my window. He wasn't looking from across the street. He wasn't anywhere besides me at work. So, he's striking tonight. I bought one of those dummies and I placed it in my bed with the sheets over it. The second he walks in through the door, I'm gonna kill him. But I have to be cautious. I'm gonna hide in the living room. Once he comes into the front door, which trust me, I know he can pick lock the door. I'm gonna follow him. I'm still living with my mother and my sister. I don't want to endanger them. But they didn't believe a word I said, and Jeff knows it. So, he probably won't go after them. But in the chance that he does, I'll be ready. I'm gonna use my BB gun to stun him first. The thing won't kill, but I know it hurts like hell. And then the knife will be the finishing blow. I see him. His shadow at the front door, beyond the blinds. I see him there. He's standing there. He's shuffling around, fiddling with something. I hear the lock creaking. It just clicked. The door's opening. I'm hidden in the shadows of the dark room. He doesn't have a flashlight with him. All he has is the knife. He doesn't see me. I'm wearing all black. There's no way he can see me. I see him. Smile. That maddening smile, like it was carved in by the devil himself. And those eyes. This guy's definitely from hell. Best to send him back. I'm clutching my BB gun. White knuckles clutching it. He's walking in now. He's going up the stairs. He's giggling a bit. That'll mask my footsteps. My socks are off. I'm matching his footsteps. He's up the stairs now. He's going into my room. I hear the door open. And he's just standing there. And giggling. Then he walks into the room. I aim my gun. And then, in a split second, he charges out of the room towards me. I'm so surprised at this point. That I just barely pulled the trigger. The gun is fumbled when it gets to me, but it does shoot him in the foot. He screams in pain. The second he does that, I grab my buck knife, jab it into his side. He just laughs, that maddening laugh. He jabs his knife into my thigh. I scream in pain, which wakes my mom. She's a very light sleeper. She sees what Jeff is doing and screams. Jeff glances at her, pulls the knife out, and limps over towards her. I can't let that happen. I pick up my buck knife again and lunge at him. And I stab him in the shoulder. He cries out in pain once again, but he still laughs. Nothing I do can really hurt him. He throws me off and then jumps down on the stairs with maddening speed, and then rushes out the door. I'm left there, a wound in my thigh, and a scar in my mind. He got away, you fucking... Why does he always get away? Why? Why can he always get away? All I can hope now is that he bleeds out on his way back. It's been 3 weeks now, and I've seen him again. There's a bandage on his upper arm, and his shoe has a hole in it. He's stalking me again. But he knows I'm on guard now, because I always make sure he sees the knife that I always pull out of my coat pocket and check it. He knows I'm being cautious now. He's backing away. I can't do anything in public with him, because no one knows that he's a killer. We did report what happened to the police, but all they have was blood. They know who is doing the killing, but he never leaves anything of evidence to track him. He just runs off into the night. The police can only do so much with DNA samples. I did notice the guy always wears gloves whenever he goes to the restaurant. I'm trying to avoid it now. I barely sleep at night. I just think that he's gonna do it when my guard is down. So, I decided to take drastic measures. I installed a master lock on the door. A big bolt lock that I always lock firmly every night. I installed the back door as well. The only way he can get in is by breaking the glass. All of our rooms are on the second floor, so the only way he can break in is from the bottom floor. And he knows the second he breaks in, someone's gonna call, or we're gonna wake up. And he knows I keep a weapon next to my bed. I mean, who wouldn't? So he's backing away. He knows I can take him. He knows I want his blood. But a man can only do so much when, he's only got a plan. Jeff is unpredictable. A few days he doesn't stalk me, and then a few days he does. But then I see the news, the headline. He's killed someone. Just a high school over from up the road. But he sent a message. Instead of writing "go to sleep," he wrote, "John is next." The second I saw my name, I know he's going to be coming after me with full force any day now. So I never, ever slept. I hid. Every night, I hid in the darkness, waiting until the break of dawn before he showed up. He showed up one night. I could hear him fumbling with the lock before breaking in through the window. The glass broke. I didn't wait for the element of surprise this time. While I had my distance, the second he stepped in, I raised my BB gun, the sleep killing me, but my eyes were firm and my finger was true. I pulled the trigger, connected with his chest. He bounced back, stumbling on the broken glass and falling down. I heard him scream in pain, but then laughter. It's all a big game to him. And then he gets up, and then lunges at me. I recock my gun and shoot again, this time right in the head. These bullets can't pierce skin, but they hurt. He drops a knife. I grab the big kitchen knife that I always use. He's beside my bed, and lunge at him. He's on the floor now, and my knife is at his throat. Death cheers too good for him. I just killed him then and there. I killed him by my own means. When my mom and my sister burst downstairs, they saw me over him. His knife on the floor, and mine in my hand. My hoodie is soaked. My knife is soaked in blood. But he's dead. Dead for good. That was 3 years ago. I've grown past everything. Grown past my trauma. I moved out of the house. Got a good job. But he still haunts me to this day. I smile, but I know he's dead. He's burning in hell. Thank God. But there's a part of me that thinks that there's more out there than just Jeff. I wish I could do more, but I'll leave that up to the authorities. I've had my score. Now it's time to relax. Goodbye, Jeff. See you in hell. Good riddance.